Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 11th-ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Away to get us going here. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. First down here for this offense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they catch him? At the 10. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe holding the 3 points.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? Touchdown, Southern California. Will stroll into the end zone. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackle made after the completion.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
The completion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Looking for the wide out. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. Just ran away from the defense.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's a quick shovel pass. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out. He's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
21, USC 7.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up or take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes a quick catch. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 21, USC 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Just trying to get rid of it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. Second down play coming up for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always known over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Escapes the sack. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Completion, gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks a tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, SC. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Well, I know it's only 1 touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
The extra point was good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. And the Tigers will line up here on 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense get pushed back. Second and goal for the offense. It's QB sneak. Nothing doing in that play. Big D tackle there for the stop.
I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to the lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Trojans offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. This time it's complete.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch downfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Clemson.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The catch is made along the sideline. Good job getting the foot down. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. We'll try the ground game here with the running back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Ball handed off. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. And
you cannot escape the defense with a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down now after the sack. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks like he's going to run it. And tackled there by the defense. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on fourth and very long. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. And he finds his target. He has the first. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
This crowd is trying to make a difference in this football game and cheering on their defense, and that play right there will make everybody take a seat. What a great job of converting here.
To the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Ball handed off. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, we're in the fourth quarter. The offense has the ball in the red zone, looking to maybe put this game away, and they turn the ball over, giving their opponent some life.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient but precise. Bringing pressure. He breaks free. He's moving out of the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Fielded just inside the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Time for one more play here in the quarter. It's a shotgun run call. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter. Clemson 24, USC 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And looking to throw now on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's a quick grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. The Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
Back to throw again. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass is caught right here on the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's going to take off here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Second down after that previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
21.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The pocket breaking down. And this pass is caught. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball to 31. They're going to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here. Late in the game, working with the lead, you get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the ball to the ground. He quickly lands on it and prevents the turnover. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, the kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Dumps it down to the back, caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw.
Touchdown, Clemson. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
USC 21.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll run it here. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And just a short gain here, and that will do it for this ball game. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games with a little bit more suspense